Now I'm 100% sure you clicked on this video because you know Project Zomboid and you want a first person Project Zomboid, or you're just very curious. Now nonetheless, everybody here probably also knows about Dead Matter. Now today we're going to talk about a game called Vane. Dead Matter developers is working on this and you need to keep your eye on this. Now I know like 50% of the whole world's dream game will be a zombie apocalypse game that you can just survive in and chill with your friends, almost like Minecraft, but just, you know, more realistic and just much more fun because it's going to be an apocalypse and you're surviving with your friends. Come on. Now that game is called Project Zomboid, but this time it's just not first person. Now Project Zomboid might not be for everyone because this is a top-down shooter. Top-down shooters I cannot bear. I cannot play top-down shooters. For me personally, I prefer first-person shooters. I can't even play third-person shooters. Now there isn't really a zombie survival game that's not a scam in the first-person genre, that isn't like really, you know, about surviving other than DayZ. But the ex-developers of Dead Matter saw that Dead Matter is basically just a scam, so they pulled themselves away and they started to reinvest their own money into their own game. Now that game is called Vane. Oh, what is Vane, you ask? Vane is a post-apocalyptic survival multiplayer sandbox game. Yeah, almost like Project Zomboid, but just first person. In the near future, the apocalypse has occurred. Wholesale zombies roam the earth. Most people have died and society has collapsed. You are a survivor. Now you have to gather supplies to survive, explore abandoned buildings, combat bandits, defend your home and rebuild society with your friends. You can also play it without your friends because it can also be single player. But let's be honest, the whole thing about zombie survival games in Apocalypse isn't really to be playing it single player, it's to play with your friends because it's just another vibe with your friends. Anyways, let's go on. Now Vane is in development, like it's very early in development, and there's a lot of planned features like full multiplayer, dynamic environment, intelligent AI, robust inventory, wide world, usable everything, fortification, long-term survivalism, cast of characters. Oh, that's a lot, but it's not everything. They also have trade and barter, vehicles and maintenance, and also the grid. The grid is basically just the electric and the plumbing and the natural gas systems in the game. You can surprise your friends by just shutting off their power for some reason. You can just piss them off. Now the developers are focusing primarily on the gameplay, not the graphics. They want the gameplay and the game to be fun, bare bones. We saw with BattleBit that the graphics doesn't really matter, it's the deep bones of the game that actually matters. Now these developers take feedback very seriously. They develop the game that we as the community wants. You know, they're developing it for themselves, of course, as well, because they're putting their own money into this, but they also want the game to be fun and just fun for the whole community to play, because the game is going to be costing something in the future. I actually forgot to tell you guys that it is free to play right now. The demo is out on Steam, so go and check it out. Yeah, these developers actually thought, you know, the game isn't really worth playing right now, so let's give it out for free for feedback, and then once the game is worth something, then we'll put the price on it, because right now it's not really worth anything. Now right now the developers are aiming for every few weeks an update's gonna come out while it's free, but after, when it's paid, it's going to come out a bit slower. They want it to be as perfect as possible. Each update that comes out need to have an effect on the game, not just these minor bug fixes and everything, like whole new systems, everything just thrown into the game, which makes it so much more fun. Now you guys might be asking, why am I relating Vane, a game that's not even a game yet, with Project Zomboid? Now Vane is very ambitious, I have to give it to them, but they're still updating it and still working on it, so there's a high possibility this game might actually be something. And Project Zomboid is very in-depth, and Vane is trying to be that. You can even throw zombies with vinyl records, you can bash them with guitars, anything you want to do. You can throw them with a can of beans, just like in Project Zomboid. You can turn off electricity, you can turn it back on. And that's just why I thought I should talk about this. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.